I'm gonna build Storm Point from Apex Legends out of Lego. Partially. I've been playing Apex Legends since Season 4, and with over 3,000 hours in the game, it's my most played online game. I don't play as much anymore because the game isn't as fun for me, and I wanted to get back into Lego building instead of rotting away online all day. However, Apex was one of my favorite games, and I thought it would be cool to build some parts of it in Lego. Now, I'm no stranger to Legos either. Legos were my favorite toy as a kid. I've probably been playing with them since I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. I have proof too. Not that you can buy it anywhere, but I have one of the original rock monsters with the throwing arm from Power Miners, which was the best Lego theme in my opinion. OG Lego fans will remember Power Miners. With the addition of E-District in the recent Apex season, Season 22, Storm Point is now the second largest map, but it is still a massive map in the game. Now, as much as I'd love to actually build the entire map of Storm Point from Apex Legends out of Lego, I don't have the time, money, or parts to be able to do that. That would be an insane project. And maybe one day that could happen, but for now we're just gonna stick with one POI. And that POI is gonna be fish farms. Now don't get me wrong, this project is still gonna be massive, and in fact it's probably gonna be the biggest Lego build I've ever built personally, alone. And it's gonna take me a lot of time and money to complete this one project. So we'll do update videos, and hopefully you'll follow me along through this build and enjoy it as much as I do. Those of you who have been playing Apex Legends for at least a considerable amount of time will remember the original Storm Point map had a POI in the bottom right hand corner, I guess the southeast corner of the map, called Fish Farms. The reason I want to do Fish Farms is, well, there's a couple reasons. The first reason is Fish Farms is my favorite POI in the game. Well, second favorite. My first favorite POI in the game is also on Storm Point. It's the mill. The reason I'm not doing the mill is because of the building techniques I want to use. So like I said, I'm getting back into Lego after a couple years break. I went to school and unfortunately got rid of most of my Lego collection. I still had some when I came back, but I'm getting back into it, so I'm trying to recuperate my pieces and get back into building. I'm trying to get back in the flow of how to create cool stuff with Lego bricks. And one of the designs I wanted to do was a tropical beach kind of piratey theme. I didn't want to do pirates per se, but I wanted that cool beach theme with like tiles and sand, wet sand, that cool tropical look. The mill POI does not have the watery kind of tropical feel that I wanted. I'll throw up pictures on screen, and it is my favorite POI. It's arguably one of the best POIs in the game, but for our purposes, it's not what I wanted to build. And maybe, like I said, one day maybe I will. But Fish Farms is my second favorite POI, and Fish Farms is actually no longer in the game. The map Storm Point has changed a couple times, and recently with Season 21, Devastated Coast is now where Fish Farms was. They shrank the map. Shrunk the map a little bit and removed Fish Farms, which is kind of sad because, like I said, it was my second favorite POI because I like the shallow water. I like the sunny feel, like the beach tropical vibes. It's just a really cool looking POI, and I always thought it looked really beautiful in game. They did a great job on the artwork in that section, so that's why we're doing Fish Farms. So since Fish Farms has been removed from the game, it's kind of hard to actually find some reference images, and I can't actually go into the game to look at it. So all I can go off of is my memory and the few images I can find online. So like here, if I just literally just search it in, you start scrolling down and you run out of Fish Farms images really quickly. Like here we're looking at different POIs now, and we're getting into Season 22 where Fish Farms isn't a thing. So all I really had to go off of is my memory and the couple reference images I could find. However, that's not going to stop me. My second big challenge was size. I did not realize how big this was going to be. I wanted to do it at minifig scale, and like I said, it's going to be the biggest project I've ever worked on. I was really hoping I could do it on 4 gray base plates, but we're going to have to do 9, which is literally so much bigger than anything I've ever done. Now, piece-wise, it's not going to be that intensive. It'll be the biggest thing I've ever done, regardless. But as far as like other massive creations go by other people, it's probably not that big. However, it is minifig scale, and that's what I really wanted. I wanted to do a scene out of Apex Legends like it would be. So doing it at minifig scale is the main goal. 9 base plates is what we're going to be using, and I actually mapped it out in the Studio app. Alright, so I'll overlay 2 pictures here, but the challenge I ran into is layout. The POI is really, I guess I'm going to say, oddly shaped. It's a bunch of islands in a tropical, like, shallow water setting, right? So more like sandbars, I guess, as you could say. It's sandbars in really shallow water. And because it's on that bottom right corner of the map, it's really hard to map out, like, in a grid how the layout is going to be. And so I took a lot of time. Basically, I had to rotate how the POI would look, and I shifted it onto the base plates, as you'll see on screen here. So the way you're looking at it on, like, the actual map photo right here is going to be a little rotated to how it'll be on the base plates, if that makes sense. But it's the only way I could get it to work without making it even bigger. I did manage to get it onto 9 base plates, and thank goodness, because I don't know what I would have done if I couldn't do that. Now, the way I did the grid system is kind of jank, I'm not gonna lie, but it worked. So it's not gonna be perfect to how it looks, but it's pretty dang close. All I did was I took an image of fish farms on my phone, and I took 2 2x6 plates. I laid them like this on my phone, literally just laid it on the screen where the fish farm's POI was, and then I shrank the photo to where the POI fit in this grid here. And that seemed to work pretty well. It allowed me to take each of these 2 studs, since it's 6 long, I can take each of these 2 studs would then be 1 base plate. So it's 3 base plates by 3 base plates. It allowed me to kind of see where each sandbar would be lined up per base plate. And so that's what you can see here on this studio screenshot that I have, is what I laid out. As I had that on my phone sitting next to me, I then went into studio. First, I just placed, like, key landmarks on the sandbars, like rock outcroppings or other things. And then I went through and I kind of filled it in a little more strategically. And it seemed to work all right. Now, my third challenge for this build was parts. I went to school in 2020. And when I went to school, I had gotten rid of a lot of my Legos, as most college kids do. And now 4 years later, I'm regretting that, as most college kids do. Fortunately, I did still have 1 larger bin and a smaller bin of Legos left over that my mom saved, thankfully. So thank you, Mom. Parts-wise, I still don't have what I need. I went on to Lego and I did pick a brick, and I picked a whole bunch of bricks. I think I got like 700 bricks off Lego for like $120. Tailored to what I need, and literally all I got was a whole bunch of tan and dark tan 2x4s. I got 300 light blue trans blue tiles, 1x2, because I knew that's how I wanted to do the water. I had done a bunch of research beforehand on pirate builds, tropical builds, water builds. I just wanted to see all the techniques out there, and I finally landed on one, and I'll show you in the next video when we go over kind of parts and everything. However, I still had 2 bins to sort. So here is the first bin that I sorted. There are still some small pieces in there, but you can see that whole bin was full. And here is the second bin that I'm currently sorting. Whoops. I did go out and buy a whole bunch new drawers because all my old drawers were gone. So we got a bunch of these. We'll go through this more in depth if you want. I got one of the acro mills, and I also got just some slider drawers as well. So a lot of people will say my sorting situation isn't great right now, and I know it's not supposed to be. It was a lot better when I was a kid. We had a whole Lego room, we had a whole system, it was amazing, but those times are past, and now I gotta make do with what I have. So I did buy more sorting, as you saw. So I'm currently in the process of finishing sorting that big bin, and once that's done, I will start ordering more pieces, and we will get going on the build. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch future updates of me building this POI fish farms from Apex Legends, and feel free to subscribe. I'd appreciate it, and stick around for the next videos. We'll do an update video as the build progresses. I can't promise any specific timeline on videos, but I am gonna try to turn this out without giving up on it. So stick around for updates. If you like the video, hit a like and subscribe to see more. Thanks for watching today. Peace out.